Hello my friend, does your acoustic guitar often sound dull or get lost in the mix? In this video I'll show you how to make it shine with a few simple EQ and compression tips. Acoustic guitars can sound muddy, thin or just not cut through the mix. The key is knowing how to sculpt its tone and control its dynamics. And after you've watched this video I've prepared for you a free guitar EQ cheat sheet. Just click the link below this video. So, step one, we're going to take a look at EQ, and I'm going to focus in on two specific moves. The first of which is going to be around the 2 to 5K area. This is going to add clarity to your guitar, and crucially, it's going to help your guitar to cut through that mix. And I've got a boost at 4K doing just that. A little bit further down, around 300, I've got a cut, and you can look around 200 to 400 here to crucially cut out some mud. This is going to allow space within your mix. Now these for me are definitely the big two moves that you can do to help to shape the tone of your guitar and help it to find its space in the mix. A couple of other suggestions would be bringing in a high pass filter as I've done here, just to cut out any unnecessary low end rumble. You can also add a boost around 8 to 10 to 12K. That's going to help to add some high-end sparkle. On this occasion with this guitar, I just don't need it. So let's take a listen to Life Before the EQ. Now what's crucial is these moves have to be done within the context of the mix. This isn't necessarily about getting the acoustic guitar to sound as brilliant as it possibly can. It's about it working within the mix and serving the mix. So when we're applying EQ, we really need to be listening within the context of the mix. So let's just do just that. Girl, I wonder if you were made for me. Let's move on to compression to control some of those dynamics. And I think when you're working with acoustic guitar, the key word when applying compression has got to be gentle. If you go in too hard, it's just going to sound unpleasant really quickly. But a gentle compression can really help to tuck in some of those peaks and just keep everything under control in a nice way. Now, if you're using a stock compressor, then think again gentle settings, ratios around 2 to 1, 3 to 1. When you start with your attack and release times, I recommend starting both at medium. The faster you dial in your attack, the quicker it's going to catch those transients, but it can well start to sound less pleasant. That said, I've got to be honest, I don't ever use a stock compressor on acoustic guitars anymore. I'll pretty much always reach for an LA3A. This one from Waves, I really like this high frequency setting. I find it really useful for dialing in and getting the acoustic guitars to sound really sweet. But you'll see in a moment that I've set this so it really just captures the peaks of the strum. So that keeps the strumming sounding natural, but once again keeps it under control. So let's just take a listen. Personally, I think the LA3A is a really nice match for the acoustic guitar. I'll leave a link for this plugin below this video. Now we're going to add some reverb. A subtle reverb can add depth to your acoustic guitar. I'm using a relatively small room reverb or something like a hall reverb, for example. I find either of those can work really well on acoustic guitars. What you're sort of wanting to avoid more is anything that's too thick, that's just going to weigh the sound down. Adjust the mix level to keep it natural. What you're listening out for is to add depth and make the guitar feel alive without ever overpowering the mix. So within the mix, here's how the guitar sounded before and after these changes. Girl, I wonder if you were made for me. Girl, I wonder if you were made for me. So there you go, with just a little EQ, compression and reverb, you can make your acoustic guitar shine in any mix. Try these mixing tips in your next project and let me know how you get on. If you found this video helpful today, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more mixing tips like this one. Don't forget, below this video you'll find a free guitar EQ cheat sheet, and if you want to take your mixing to the next level, you also find a link to a free mixing course called Pro Mix Method. And if you've got time for another killer mix tip, you definitely want to check this next video out.